Good afternoon from wherever you're joining us, and so lovely to have you join us this afternoon. My name is Bonnie Tunya, and I invite you to a great conversation now. If you're just tuned in, this is a conversation that looks at trade, more importantly, about how interconnected our lives are as inhabitants of this continent, and mostly how do we build our continent going forward. This is a conversation by the Afrasia Bank, the EDB, and Axis Fiduciary that will be looking at the question of supporting Kenya's economic growth and wealth stewardship. What are the real opportunities and what makes Mauritius unique? Obviously, sitting in the role that you have of championing.
It is important for our attendees to get the gist of what really Mauritius has to offer. We have a fairly diversified economic landscape that has opportunities in various sectors, including in healthcare, manufacturing, real estate, high-end luxury immovable properties, for instance. We also have opportunities in high precision engineering, amongst others. But also we are a very vibrant and trusted international financial center.
Could you paint a picture for us of the landscape in terms of financial services sector in Mauritius and in relation to what you do as Axis Fiduciary?
I think what is important for me to highlight is that Mauritius is regarded as a financial center of substance and really a bridge between, the sort of, let's call them the probably more sophisticated international financial centers and bridging really cross-border investments into Africa. And perhaps I should just start by saying that IFCs are unfortunately sometimes painted in dark colors, perhaps due to the confusion between an international financial center and a tax haven, and the general misconception about the role and the importance of international financial centers like Mauritius. And in fact, jurisdictions like Mauritius play a very legitimate and integral role in international finance and trade. And this is what justifies the figures that you've mentioned just now.
Does Kenya stand to gain or lose in the event of wealth migration, Ravi?
Africa is a hinterland for Mauritius, including Kenya. So Mauritius is well positioned to receive capital, which needs to be deployed. So that's where the that's where the jurisdiction takes advantage of. If you look at Kenya, is Kenya losing out? No, that money or money from other countries that needs to be invested into Kenya is going to create an opportunity for the country. So that's how we look at it. It's not just taking money out of Kenya, or no, we don't do that. What we look at doing is Mauritius is an advisor to investors who are looking at jurisdictions where, yes, they can have a sound investment. And then from there, Mauritius will advise them and where the investments needs to be rooted. What are the legals? Right. What's the banking channel? Is there exchange controls? What's the law? What are the physical advantages? So that's where, in terms of losing out, no, I don't think so.
How about smaller entrepreneurs who are saying, I want to take advantage of this fiscal advantages on taxation and whatnot? Is there room for the smaller players to take a piece of this cake?
I think, Bonnie, it makes sense if you're going to use it as a jurisdiction to domicile an entity that is going to tap capital from not just Kenya. If, say, right, your entity is a purely Kenyan entity, all your investors are Kenyan, then it's fine. Just do it in Kenya, because a lot of these things people understand. But if your entity is such that you may need to exit to, or you may at some point want to partner with an investor from outside Kenya, or you may want to operate in more than one jurisdiction operationally because of the double right tax agreements, then it makes sense to go to Mauritius as a whole core.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely afternoon.